Ahoy there, my name's Beth and this is the story of how I renovated my 1904 Dutch sailing barge. This week the floors are out and the gate is in. So you can see the new gate has arrived. This is so much better than the previous one, it's amazing. So the guys were so quick fitting the gate that I actually missed it. I heard it was happening and I rushed over only to find that they'd already hung the gate. So the lock is filling up and the new gate is standing open to fill the lock up, and it is finished. The lock gate is ready. So we're having a dram, we're toasting the lock gate, we're toasting with the guys that have installed it, the guys from MSO Marine who were just up the road, up the river in Brentford. Yeah, so we've got a working lock gate. Sláinte. So yeah, this week we've just celebrated the opening of the new gate. The first boat has gone out, which is fantastic. So the yard have done an amazing job on this gate, as they did on my boat as well. But that means that they're freed up, and I've already badgered them a little bit to try and get up into the yard next week. So the middle week in October, or the second week in October. So hopefully that'll pan out, but because I'd really like to get the mast on as soon as I can. Anyway, this week there's only really been one job on the go, and that's removing the floorboards. It's been a labour, I was going to say a labour of love, but it hasn't been very lovely. It's been a labour though. Well, it's the next day and I'm going to continue with removing these cores. It's such hard work. I can't believe it. I can't believe just drilling some holes in pieces of wood. But I think it's maybe the angle I'm standing. I'm like crouching and sort of drilling and stuff. But by heck, I was tired yesterday and my legs are still aching. Anyway, so I've got a lot to do actually. I've realised there's some more down here and more down here as well. So thankfully there's fewer there, but there's there's some more down here, and I need to do this entire line down here and finish off that one that I was doing yesterday. So then along here, I'm going to take this piece out. So this is the line that I'm going to use I'm going to leave the flooring in this section and then remove it here. So I need to use the plunge saw, or actually it's a track saw really, it's set up as a track saw, to cut some of the boards. But some of them will come up, a couple will come up, so I'll lift those up and then I can have a look underneath the floor, just make sure there's no obstruction, so I'm not going to hit anything metal. And then I can cut some of those boards out, and then I can lift this large board out. Hopefully this big board is going to be easier, but yeah, we'll see. I honestly can't understand how this is so tiring. I've done 2.5, and I'm exhausted already. Why is it so tiring just to drill some holes into the floor? It's really hard wood. It's super hard wood. When the previous owners needed to cut an inspection hatch for the fuel tank further up, and the harbour master helped them. And the harbour master said he's never cut anything so hard in his life, and he suspected it was like ironwood or something, but it's not. It's I honestly have no idea what it is, because actually it's quite a blonde coloured wood. It's quite a light wood, even though like it looks really dark on the floor because it's actually had a dark varnish on the top. But I don't know what it is, but it's like rock. It is honestly like drilling through rock. So it kind of explains how this is definitely the not the right way of putting these floors down, because you do need access to underneath to the builders. You can't just put something down there and it stays there forever. It's not like a house. So yeah, it's really tough work. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to get these. This is 2 days work and I might not even get these boards up. Oh goodness. It's a lot of work and I'm aching already. Oh, moan, complain. Well, I've got all of these boards out now, so I'm really pleased with that. The only thing I need to do is take out that big piece of plywood, but hopefully that's going to be a really easy job. So I'll do that maybe tomorrow night or something. So I carried on working on this. It's been a load of work, actually, but actually when I'm not doing this sort of drilling into the floor, it's easier. It's much harder. Doing the drilling into the floors are really hard. But you probably might be able to see there are pegs left, or like plugs left around the screws. They're kind of captive. So I'm just going to get the grinder and I'm just going to cut all the top of the screws off, and then that's fine. And I'll tell you about our plans for the flooring, how I'm going to put that down later on. Huge board out. Bloody hell, it was heavy. I pretty much had to drag it out of the boat and then drag it all the way down to the bins, and I've left it there. I'll cut it up tomorrow unless somebody else wants it, because it's pretty scrap. It's a bit wet in there because it's been on the bathroom floor for a long time. So yeah, I've just got to get this little bit out now. Hopefully that's not going to be too bad. Right, this is the last piece out, and it might not look like much work, but I am absolutely shattered. I've been cracking on with this for 3 days now. Well, no, not 3 days, 2 days and an evening. But yeah, we've finished this stage. That's a really big check on the checklist. So thanks again for watching. Just a few thank yous from the visitors book, from the visitors log, and they are people that have bought me a coffee with the link down below, and it's really generous that they do that. I'm not asking you to do that if you don't want to, but if you'd like to contribute, that's a good way of doing it. But your watching the video is really amazing, and if you'd like to subscribe, that's fantastic too, and it really helps out the channel. But thank you. Certainly, I don't take any of your kind donations to the project for granted, and it all goes back into buying things for the boat. And there's something that's just arrived, which I'll show you next week. So a little bit of a teaser there. It's not that impressive. Anyway, but I'd like to say thank you to Harmony, to Luke, to Steve, and to Colorado Jane, all of whom have bought me a coffee with the link down below. So yeah, as I say, I've just had a new delivery, but maybe we can go through a few of the things that have arrived recently. But at least yeah, we can start to actually put things back into the boat rather than take them out soon. But this week has been a really good, productive week, and I'm really pleased with how it's gone, even though it was a lot of work. So next I need to head up to the wood yard, order some ply for the floor and get all of that delivered, and then start laying the floor. But before that, I do need to make a little bit of a subfloor, a little bit of support for the forecastle, the real forward section of the boat, and that's never had a floor support before. I think because it wasn't part of the cargo hold, it was like a locker in and of itself. Anyway, so hopefully my mate Jago is going to help me with that. I have no experience with welding, but he does. So hopefully that'll be soon. Otherwise, yeah, maybe we'll get into the yard soon as well. That'll be exciting. Get the mast back on the boat. People keep on asking me if the boat is still a sailing boat, and I tell them, well, it is, but it doesn't have a mast at the moment. But hopefully we will soon. Anyway, yeah, the gate's in, the floor's out. It's been a good week. So wherever you are, I hope you're safe, I hope you're well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.